Okay. Uh, mm, mm. How would they even adapt that into a movie? Probably badly. Maybe they could do it like Thomas the Tank Engine style, where they have creepy faces. Or like, are there any trains in the Cars universe? Be like a Thomas the Tank Engine Cars kind of crossover going on. From what little I know about Starlight Express, it seems like the whole point of it is that like it's like a crazy spectacle with the stage going all around the audience, and just wouldn't be the same on a static like screen where everything's in one place. I think my most like shower thought recently that I had is that like, okay, so you know the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, and it's usually like three little monkeys or something, and there's like different versions of it. It's like see no evil, holding the hands over the eyes, hear no evil, holding the hands over the ears, speak no evil, holding the hands over mouth. It's like I was like, what if like someone didn't know that didn't know the slogan, and what if they just like what if someone was from a culture who just saw like the little characters with their hands over their ears, mouth, and eyes, and we're like, what? How is like another way to interpret that if you don't know the original saying? Like, I would probably think that they were sick or scared. Maybe they all have headaches. That's what I would feel like. I would think about it. Without the context of this hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, I would probably think that they just had really bad migraines. And one of them has like a light trigger migraine, one of them has a sound trigger migraine. And then the other one is pain that has such a bad migraine. The pain is so bad that they're just like gonna throw up, and that's why it's holding its mouth. That's just how I would interpret it. So I don't know how other people would interpret it who like don't get migraines and are sick all the time. It's just something I've been thinking about lately. This character has like piercings. Look that up. Cats are fighting in the other room. Or at least Pistachio was cussing out Eleanor quite loudly. Okay, I think Jackie has like the 2 earrings here, and then like snake bites or something. Very low quality Ebenezer Scrooge. But the monkeys over in a corner over here. It's like there's the 3 heads. Now one of them's holding the hands over the ears. One of them's holding the hands over the eyes. And one of them's holding the hands over the mouth. It's like that sort of thing. And I'll usually... Yeah, I meant them to be like little people, but how do I make them be more monkey? Like, for some reason I usually see it with little monkeys. I think that's like where the imagery started or something. They're going ooh ooh ah ah, like how cartoon monkeys go. Like you know, is that like not a common thing in Canada? Did I ruin it? I could have been like I could have done an experiment where I was like, okay, if you see 3 little characters like this holding different parts of their face, what does that make you think of? And try to see what your interpretation was. There I go, just being all US centric and thinking the American experience is a universal. Ebenezer Scrooge. For some reason, the first idea I thought for Ebenezer Scrooge was like he got up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, and one of the ghosts caught him at a very inopportune time, and they're just like staring at each other, and Scrooge's really pissed off. It's like really old, right? So like I don't know whether to give him like a. No, he's like partially shaven. There we go. It's like a real scraggly, scruffy old bastard. I never like really thought about it, but yeah, that makes sense. I mean, no one wants to name their kid after that. It's gonna be wearing like an old-fashioned sleeping cap. Got a little tassel. Drawing this too big. Last day of vacation, no. I'm going on a quick tangent. Frickin' right. Ebenezer, Adolf. Like, other little, like, Middle Eastern kids named, like, Osama or something, so only the parents have to fear for their fucking life. I truly hope there aren't any people naming their kids goddamn Elon. Right, Adolfo. I'm gonna go through with the, the idea. It's gonna be fucking reading a paper. Why would they name him that? As a fucking social experiment? Are they neo-Nazis? started using a really chunky brush and I didn't want to change it. I'm drawing a somewhat rude image of Ebenezer Scrooge for silly joking purposes. Be wearing like fuzzy slippers, huh? Hmm. Hmm. Oh no! Maybe she got tired of people being like, "What did you say?" So she was just like, "I'm just gonna spell my name and hope they don't try to repeat it to me." Yeah, what's up, man? Draw toilet. I suppose it doesn't super matter. It's gonna go back farther than that because the tank is in the back. He's gonna be holding, gotta be holding like the candle in one hand. I hope whoever found it was sufficiently haunted by the revelation. Pun not intended. Fucking haunting. Holding one of those old-fashioned little candle things with like the stand. Candle here. Reading the finance section of the papers. There's charts on it. Oh my god, I gotta get my friends to watch A Christmas Carol again this year. It's the story of A Christmas Carol, but it's about a Karen. I think it's great. It's like a really corny, low budget movie. We found it on freaking like Tubi or whatever. It's great. Got the chains, got the rattling chains. It's old school ghosts. Freaking sink in the background. Roll of toilet paper over here. Ebenezer Scrooge. Yeah, that Snakes was like, what if you drew a really low quality Ebenezer Scrooge? And I was like, okay. And for some, the first thing I thought was like one of the ghosts tries to visit him at a very inopportune time, which is when he got up to go to the restroom in the middle of the night. Yep, it's like he does not know what emojis are. I've seen some evidence that people have used emoticons in print a long, long time ago, but the sentiment is still there. Truly a man before his time. Motherfucker would have loved dropshipping. Fuck it, yeah, I'll put my goddamn signature on this. Okay. I forget I drew this and then be like, Scrooge. It's, oh, it is technically officially December. First drawing of December. Neezer Scrooge. I'm gonna name it real stupid so I can never find it again. I just noticed the little butt. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. There we go. This image is like way too large. But whatever. I love this stupid. These guys. It's one of my favorite highly memed images recently. Now there's like an animated Scrooge movie that was, I actually really liked it. It had like really cool character designs for the for the ghosts, and now I can't remember what it was. I remember like when it first came out, everyone on Tumblr was calling the Scrooge, his character design, just like a G-DILF. Because they made him kind of handsome, which is, I don't know why they did that, but surely someone in character design had preferences. And they had like a just really, really cool character designs for the ghosts. I don't know if it looks enough like a goat, but whatever. They were wearing like Okay, Jessica, real quick. Do you prefer the texture of the smoother pen or... Come on. Or this, like, rougher pen? Does it matter? I might completely redo this in the rougher pen. The ghosts are like, no time, I gotta go. He's like, ah! I know in a few interpretations I've seen, he's just being dragged around in his, like, nightgown. Yeah. No, I barely started doing the lines. Just the ghost staring at him creepily. The ghost staring at him while like holding up both an inflated balloon and a pin. That's good. In my reread of the John Dies at the End series, I'm currently on book 3. What the hell did I just read? And, like, I could have swore that I hadn't read What the hell did I just read? Because I didn't have a copy of it, and I have a copy of all the other ones. But, like, as I'm reading it, I'm remembering more. So I'm like, did I have another copy? Where did it go? But hmm. Brutal. Oh, squirrel.
내 이름은 키호테. 돈 키호테. 이 창으로 그 허황되고 유치한 꿈을 끝내겠다.
내 이름은 산초. 이 다람쥐군으로
Mm.
맞썩은 나태한 꿈을 끝내겠습니다. 다람쥐. 거기에 고귀하다는 뜻의 성을 붙여 정의로운 해결사 다람쥐군.
The frickin' squirrel was that? It's one of those videos that you send people when they're like, "What is Limbus Company about?" And you send that to them with no further context. Trying to figure out how shoes work on like animals in this, and like how I would draw them. I figured they would probably conform more to the hoof of the actual, the hooves and paws and whatnots of the animal. So that's a good series. Oh, my hands. I gotta save this for later.
This video.
I have like a morbid fascination with people talking about how they got out of various cults and stuff like that.
내 이름은
It's a cow.
키호.
Duration check. Man, I should have made some tea. Ugh. Huh. Aw, they're pals. Gotta. I'd have to get some hand warmers or something. It's not like too cold, but my hands just start freezing if I draw with them for a while when it's winter. I'll put her eyeshadow on it, coloring. The guy is just so suggestible. He's just like, lol, okay, why not? YOLO! Except, you know, like Marsal way. Huh. Guy just cannot be bothered. Literally. He does not have the capacity to be bothered. Hmm. 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 Huh. Yeah, I would try it out. If you could just like somehow safely experience like, I don't know, falling off a building or something. That sounds interesting. Yeah, that could be interesting for all the people who want to kill their mothers, but are like, no, just give me the feeling of it. Could be, it'd be like you were, that was supposed to make you feel something, man. Hmm. Yeah, that could be interesting. Oh. Mm. When it's so hot, you want to shoot someone. Stashy, oh no. Eh. Pistachio's being worse than usual recently about trying to get at my food. Because she knows that there's turkey leftovers, and this cat goes absolutely freaking feral for turkey. Cat really can't stand the bright sun. Pistachio, no. No, cat. Baby. I'll go to bed eventually, okay? I gotta work on this. No, baby, no. No. She's trying to get all cuddly. I can pet you from over here, okay? No, stop it. The sun making Marcel want to shoot people is like when people have those extremely goddamn bright LED white blue headlights that like really hurt my eyes and give me a migraine. I can definitely sympathize with him with the bright lights part. Something about a bright light shining right directly into my eyes just really sets off the primal rage. It's got me wearing like leggings here. Be pretty skin tight. I mean, if I just happen to have a gun in my hand when, like, I'm going over a hill and one of those goddamn bright-ass headlight cars just pulls up over the hill and flashbangs me, I cannot be responsible for what would happen afterward. The only difference is I would feel bad about it, and also, but mostly feel bad for having to pay for damages. You put those bright ass headlights in your car and you drive around, someone just happens to have a gun in their hand, you flashbang them. It's kind of your fault. Just a second. Uh-huh.
600 men, 600 deaths under my command, 'cause I had one goal in mind. No fleet, no band, only this
Yeah.
that I made by hand.
Really like, oh, this unchristian freak is probably gonna kill more people and they're gonna be white this time.
You're the one who talked to Calypso. Why are you here? You're being given a final option.
That is interesting. For some reason, like, all of the Hermeses I've seen have had either shadowy eyes or sunglasses, but this one's got glowing eyes.
If you dance with fate, then I know you'll enhance your state. If your plan's so great, then why'd you wait to say it? Well, it's a little bit dangerous, my friend. You need a mindset change for this. You cannot get away with playing safe for this. You wanna get home, put it all on the line and put your whole brain in it. Remember every trick in your domain for this. You gotta treat it like it is the main event. You wanna get home, put it all on the line. Be dangerous. All right, I'm in. What do I do? First up, uncharted waters. When lost, look towards the sky. Follow the North Star, no matter how far you think you're going. You keep on rolling. When strangers look around the aisle, when danger greets you with a smile, fight your way through. Do what you must do, but no matter what, keep moving. It's gonna be dangerous, my friend. You need a mindset change for this. You cannot get away with playing safe for this.
It's a fish. Yeah, he kinda did his best. And some dumbass shot the sheep. He could have been like, hey, who did that? Come forward and apologize. Be like, hey, this is the guy who killed your sheep, kill him or something, but he just tried to save everyone.
Don't you know that danger is my friend? My whole life I've trained for this. I cannot tell you how much I have paid for this. I have to get home, put it all.
It's one of those animatics that's like almost full-on animation, like it's very close to being fully finished. Yeah, he wouldn't have cared, but Odysseus' actions were still that, like, he still tried to end it peacefully.
And who? Good luck.
He didn't, like, make the person who shot the sheep come forward. He was just like he wasn't gonna sacrifice his men at all, which is why the Scylla part was, like, really a low point for him. All on the line. Let's save. Relax your shoulders check. Also gonna do some neck stretches. Oh, okay. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like the Cyclops was either like, was he spoiled? He definitely acted pretty childish. But, like, also he seemed kind of like a little mentally deficient, bit slow, definitely childish. The other Cyclopses didn't seem to care about him very much. doing stretches and stuff. Yeah, it's like that's why they had to run, because it was like a big guy, and they were like, maybe we should try to just get out of here. Yeah, I guess the writer really wanted to push the like the idea of choices and stuff like that. Okay. Like if it has been an hour, then I could probably do another hour for my usual 2 hours in this. Huh. Heck. Yeah, it's like Odie gave him a chance to be like, "Hey, let's make it up for you. Here's some nice wine, okay?" And then the freaking Polyphemus was like, "No, the fuck you. I'm gonna overreact to this, just like my daddy taught me." And then after he did that, Odysseus was like, "Okay, you know what? Absolutely, fuck you. I'm not even gonna kill you. I'm gonna leave you blinded and shamed for the rest of your life. I'm gonna tell you to remember what we did to you here. Fuck you, we're taking your dead sheep." Hmm. And then, like, really, the only part is that, yeah, he just should not have been like, "Yeah, that was me." Because he had a pretty good trick there, being like, "Oh, my name is no one, nobody, not a soul." Because then that would have been even crueler, and the Cyclops would have been like, "Some douchebag fucking stabbed me in my one eye." And then Sidon would have been like, "Yeah, but who was it?" And it'd be like, "I don't know. He said his name was nobody." And so I'd be like, "Why are you so fucking stupid?" And then just left him there. Or killed him, I don't know. Like, I can't have anyone thinking that I'm okay with my son being stupid enough to think that that was actually a name without questioning it. I wonder if it was supposed to be like, I don't know, originally maybe it was supposed to be like a name that sounds like nobody. I don't know. Yeah, that would have been even harsher, like an even harsher burn if, like, he never told him his name, and so the Cyclops could never ever even try to get anyone to get revenge on him. Be fucking brutal. So if he really wanted to spite him, he should have done that. But he had to brag. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. And now Dangerous is stuck in my head, but that's fine. That is so specific. I'm trying to copy, like, or one of our cats here, Eleanor, little bratty teenager cat. She will literally look at you like this. Her mouth will do this. It will look like that with her stupid little cat mouth and her big stupid shiny eyes. Mm. Mm. You know when you can't draw all the time, all the time. Mm. Okay. Oh, whoops. I didn't know there was another video on the way. He got cocked by a cow. Was Zeus involved?
세상을 깨러 자유롭게. What is this? No, I was just joking, cause
Zeus famously transformed himself into various other people and animals and whatnot to be the fucking pickup artist. I have no idea what's happening.
I will face my fears.
I hope that made sense to someone. That's fucking Greek gods will be shareholders or something. Code names for pathogens released by the government or something, I don't know.
Let's cut the charade, you are no wife of mine. You've been trying to take my life this whole time. I know underwater there are packs of you hiding. Yeah, I know exactly what you are, a siren. My real wife knows I'm not scared of the water. And my real wife knows I don't have a daughter. But while you were so focused on turning my men into snacks, you didn't notice that your friends got snatched.
What?
We are a different beast now. We are the ones who feast now. No more of us deceased, cause we won't take more suffering from you. We are the man-made monsters.
It said that the ones who feast, so I kind of wonder if they, like, eat the sirens' tails after they cut them off.
We've been away from home for about 12 years or so. First we slayed in our own war, and now we're here with more foes. While on the run from Poseidon, we found a ship with no crew. I realized nearby there were sirens, singing sailors to their dooms. We filled our ears with beeswax, that's how we resist your song. You pretended to be my wife, so I just played along. I read your lips and phrases, scanning for information. Sirens know about every route and horizon. Now I know how to get back to my island. We are a different beast now. We are the ones who feast now. No more of us deceased, cause we won't take more suffering from you. We are the man-made monsters. We are the ones who conquer. You are a threat no longer. We won't take more suffering from you.
Oh, spare us, please.
Why? So you can kill the next group of sailors in this part of the sea? Nah, you wouldn't have spared me. I made a mistake like this. It almost cost my life. I can't take more risks of not seeing my wife. Cut off their tails! We're ending this now. Throw their bodies back in the water. Let them drown. He is a different beast now. He is the one who feasts now. No more of us deceased, cause he won't take more suffering from you. He is the man-made monster. He is the one who conquers. You are a threat no longer. He won't take more suffering from you.
I guess he was pissed. Got like pissed and really protective of the rest of his crew. Which had to make it hurt even worse when they betrayed him. It's like all of the stuff that he did for them, even if they probably, didn't necessarily ask him to. No heck. Yeah. Yeah, I figured he was just pretty pissed at that point. Maybe he was trying to like send a message to Poseidon, like, oh hey, these things live in the ocean, right? Surely a message will get back to you. No, I'm not gonna spare anything in your realm. Fuck you. Although it was definitely very cruel to just fucking completely drown them. Like, you could have just killed them all. Maybe, saved the fish. Or the fish, like, the fish tails are probably mostly fish and not, like, human, right? I mean, you could probably eat those. Fish is pretty nutritious. Just gotta, like, make sure there's not any parasites in it. Let's just say in Dungeon Meshi, I was on Laios' side when he wanted to try to eat the fishman. Oh yeah, if it's like seen as a self-righteous thing, then it's like because I don't know. Personally, I interpreted it as more like he was like overreacting, like he was being overprotective, like he was pissed off, like I'm no mercy, not anymore, especially not to non-humans. Anything to save my crew. But yeah, if I see it as like a self-righteous thing, like I am right in killing all you, this is the best way to go, then it's not great. Give me that baby and I'd eat it off a tower. Yeah, there was a general rule about not eating demi-humans. had someone get excited and go like, I'm inspired, I'm making this whole thing now. I can't remember what dogma means. That's like, what is that, like Catholic or something? I know there's a movie called Dogma that was pretty funny. I really liked it as an edgy teenager because it was all like sacrilegious, even though I honestly didn't understand half the religious stuff in it. It was just like, oh my god, yeah, stick it to the church. It was like really grotesque and like vulgar and stuff like that. That was pretty fun. Maybe I should look up that movie and see if I still like it. Aha.
I've been waiting for this moment, for the perfect
Oh.
time to strike.
Having him like shapeshift out of the water is really cool.
Close and you've reached your coast. That's when our paths collide. I've got a reputation. I've got a name to uphold, so I can't go letting you walk, or else the world forgets I'm cold. Now get in the water. Get in the water. Or I'll raise the tide so high, all of Ithaca will die. Get in the water. Wait. Get in the water. Stop this, please. I'll make tidal waves so profound, both your wife and your son will drown. No! Get in the water! Get in the water! Don't mistake my threats.
I really like the, pun not intended, but like the fluidity of their sketches. They're very expressive. Oh yeah. Yeah, I really like how Poseidon is written in Epic. So I'm a little bit biased because I'm a big ocean fan. Oh yeah, friggin' this one, a cow. Also, yeah, personally, I have like a whole thing against it's like the mob boss sort of thing. It's like, oh, boss, someone insulted you, so you have to overreact with extreme force and kill them and their whole family to send a message. But that's just kind of like, it's like really weak to me. It's kind of pathetic that you need to overreact like that. So I kind of like the part where he gets like really brutally
Sir,
stabbed with his own
since we
trident.
home, we faced a variety of foes from a wide range of places. Gods, monsters, you know the roster. Hostile creatures that we could resist. But this was a hell of a twist, because we are weak to a power like this.
What was it?
A cow.
What?
BB? BB, bye bye. Biden? Who is BB? Oh, I didn't know that was Netanyahu's nickname.
You must be who Hermes mentioned. A monster here to block my way. I'd like to hurry up and end this. So if you don't have much to say, then oh, bring it on. I'm not dying here, I'm still fighting here. I'm holding on till I see it through, till I've beaten you. I already know your tactics. When you swallow, you attack with whirlpools that attract prey. But I see a disadvantage, cause I don't even have to kill you. I just have to avoid you. See if you don't spit it out soon. All that water will destroy you. Oh, bring it on.
Yeah, it's really fun use of color to like set mood and stuff like that.
I'm holding on till I'm in the clear, till I'm out of here. Oh. There, I see it. The island I've been searching for. Home, I've reached it. My wife and son are past these shores. Holding on.
Why'd they give him sharp teeth?
My love, don't be scared. Hold on.
I know some people just do the sharp teeth thing, it just looks kind of funny to me. Like, is he a vampire in their art style?
No! There you are, coward.
I really like the dun 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 bling with the dramatic piano sounds. Good stuff. D- Yeah, dang it. Yeah, that makes sense. I was wondering if they were doing the whole like, oh, who is the monster and who is the man?
Me, 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 me.
Is this a giant poop?
I am the great mighty Pooh, and
Ew.
I'm going to throw my shit at you. A huge supply of tish comes from my chocolate starfish. How about some scat, you little twat? Do you really think you'll survive?
Yeah, but like they were drawing Odysseus with the sharp teeth.
Don't seem to know which creek you're in. Sweet corn is the only thing that makes it through my rear. How do you think I keep this lovely grin?
Really fun to draw Poseidon with like sharp teeth. Layers and layers of teeth.
Like a niggly, tickly, shitty little tag nut. When I've knocked you out with all my bab, I'm going to take your head and ram it up my butt.
Your butt.
My butt.
Your butt.
That's right, my butt.
Ugh.
My butt. My butt! Ah, you cursed squirrel, look what you've done. I'm blushing, I'm blushing. Oh, what a world, what a world. Who would have thought a good little squirrel like you could destroy my beautiful clagginess? Oh, I'm going. Oh, no.
They're really drawing this out, huh?
Now that's what I call a bowel movement.
I heard Conker's Bad for a Day was gross. Okay, great. Yeah, I like when deities have like non-human features or like abstract features and stuff. Entire live orchestra of people doing the thing where you can make fart sounds with your armpit. Mm. Ugh.
Don't you miss me more than you know? And jump in the water and kiss me, Penelope.
I like how the voice sounds kind of like off.
You know I'm afraid of the water. I'll make sure that you are safe and sound. Come play with me and our daughter, and let's watch our love leave the ground. Oh, I would, but I'd be suffering trying to float the whole time. Take the suffering from you.
No.
That sounds right here. I'm just fine. I can take the sufferings from you. You know that I prefer my feet on the
Did it come back up? Did it come back up? Did it just continue? Okay, cool. Didn't know OBS would continue as soon as my computer was awake again.
but only if you answer a question or two. Of course. Okay, so let's say I was on the run or hiding from, I don't know, Poseidon. And let's say he blocked the way home with giant waves and giant storms. How am I
Oh no.
How am I to get home? Which Which route should I take? Where am I supposed to go?
He will chase you high and low, so find a place he'd never go. The one way you'll get home is sailing where he's scared to roam. Oh, it's through the lair of Scylla. This is your only way home, the lair of Scylla.
But Scylla has a cost.
Well, you asked and now you know. Now jump in the water.
Penelope, why? You know I'm too shy and
I
terrified.
would take the suffering from you.
I like how this one has her like standing on the water.
I can take the suffering from you.
You should come onto the ship. We'll jump at the same
I
time.
will take the suffering.
The things I do for you. Let's cut the charade. You are no wife of mine. You've been trying to take my life this whole time. I know underwater there are packs of you hiding. Yeah, I know exactly what you are. A siren. My real wife knows I'm not scared of the water. And my real wife knows I don't have a daughter. But while you were so focused on turning my men into snacks, you didn't notice that your friends got snatched.
What?
We are a different beast now. We are the ones who feast now. No more of us deceased, cause we won't take more suffering from you. We are the man-made monsters. We are the ones who conquer. You are a threat no longer. We won't take more suffering from you. We've been away from home for about 12 years or so. First we slayed in our own war, and now we're here with more foes. While on the run from Poseidon, we found a ship with no crew. I realized nearby there were sirens, singing sailors to their dooms. We filled our ears with beeswax, that's how we resist your song. You pretended to be my wife, so I just played along. I read your lips and phrases, scanning for information. Sirens know about every route and horizon. Now I know how to get back to my island. We are a different beast now. We are the ones who feast now. No more of us deceased, cause we won't take more suffering from you. We are the man-made monsters. We are the ones who conquer. You are a threat no longer. We won't take more suffering from you.
Spare us. Oh, spare us, please.
Why? So you can kill the next group of sailors in this part of the sea? Nah, you wouldn't have spared me. I made a mistake like this. It almost cost my life. I can't take more risks of not seeing my wife. Cut off their tails! We're ending this now. Throw their bodies back in the water. Let them drown. He is a different beast now. He is the one who feasts now. No more of us deceased, cause he won't take more suffering from you. He is the man-made monster. He is the one who conquers. You are a threat no longer. He won't take more suffering from you. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all.
Ooh, good way to end that. Mm. What the fuck?
You are now just a feral tabaxi with the need to mark your territory.
Oh wow, Chuckles, what happened? Well,
You can't move, I'm gonna piss on you. Hold still already. I run.
Mm.
No, I don't want to get pissed on again. Torbeck is
Friggin' I run.
confused. I don't know what's happening. Oh, wait a minute already. I'm a feral cat. I can just shotgun it. Is this your Snagglepuss impression? No, makes it seem dry. Upper plains to humanoid. Sorry, you are my territory now.
Where you would have seen the Pixie Kingdom is now Rat Kingdom.
When I'm through with it, they're gonna be calling it Kitty Kingdom. And you hope to accomplish it while pissing on. Yeah, I'm gonna piss everywhere already.
Let's do the voice.
Can we take a break?
I'm laughing like hooting monkeys. I think I'm gonna try to get the lines done on Chuckles here and the table and stuff, and then after this I'm gonna make myself go to bed. 'Cause I gotta give a ride tomorrow. I'm so tired. Today I barely woke up in time.
Don't you miss me?
More than you know.
And jump in the water and kiss me.
Penelope, I've told you this before. You know I'm afraid of the water.
I'll make sure that you are safe and sound. Come play with me and our daughter, and let's watch our love leave the ground.
Oh, I would, but I'd be suffering trying to float the whole
I
time.
would take the suffering from you.
As good as it sounds, right here I'm just
I
fine.
can take the suffering from you.
You know that I prefer my feet on the
I
ground.
will take the suffering from you.
Fine, but only if you answer a question or two.
Of course.
Okay, so let's say I was on the run, or hiding, from, I don't know, Poseidon. And let's say he blocked the way home with giant waves and giant storms.
Oh no.
How am I to evade him? How am I to get home? Which route should I take? Where am I supposed to go?
He will chase you high and low, so find a place he'd never go. The one way you'll get home is sailing where he's scared to go. It's through the lair of Scylla.
It seems like he's small enough that someone could just pick him up like a plushie.
Only way home, the lair of Scylla.
But Scylla has a cost.
Well, you asked and now you know. Now jump in the water.
Penelope, why? You know I'm too shy and terrified.
Take the suffering from you.
Ooh, for you I would die, but can't you let me stay
I
dry?
can take the suffering from you.
You should come onto the ship. We'll jump out the
I like how there's like
Take the suffering from you.
a hint of annoyance in the singer's voice there. But come on already.
Let's cut this charade. You are no wife of mine.
It's this lady I keep saying, A Witch and a Crow. Oh yeah, I think I did watch that one. Yeah, the crow was like a guy, yeah.
She can turn you to an animal that'll end up on a plate. She can all but make you fall in love like you're on your 100th date.
I wonder who'd take the weight of the damned and suffer a gruesome fate to the thunder. Bring her through. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes her kingdom fall.
Oh yeah, where you've got like
Odysseus, if I think of your past and your
depending on how big it is, like
there'll be the lies, mistakes you made. I've got all the power, yeah.
it's like, yay, plushie, like that. I'm just try. Okay, fine. Let me just sort of. Okay, good. Fuck. There. Okay, I just want that line back. Yeah, that was just like a quick doodle, like, and the plushie's just sort of smooshed. It's large, large ellipse. Okay, it's not too bad, but I'm gonna try again. Yeah, I just put a whole bunch of ellipses on a thing and use up all my good ellipse drawing power on all the smaller ellipses. I have to move that stack backward, forward a bit. And the different people who have their own like drawing personas in different ways, like they draw themselves different ways. And they don't have to be like perfectly accurate. They could be purely vibes based. Sometimes no matter what you look like, you just kind of feel like a little guy. I do not know what those are. I might have seen them around because there's Mario stuff everywhere, but Those are really cute. Yeah, a lot of people draw themselves just kind of little gremlins, little blobs. Yeah, for a long time, my usual self-drawing thing is like and I don't usually usually just kind of goes down. Usually don't even like draw feet. It's just head. Freaking head with little leggies attached. That'd be cool to have like a glitching out little character. Freaking VideoTube Mini, this thing I use, is really fun little PNG tuber maker, and I recommend it so much. It's free. I think the developers are still working on like a full version, which I'm definitely interested in because it's really fun to play with. Small. Yeah, your little PNG tuber guy. For some reason, I didn't register that that was also just probably VideoTube also. I don't know why. You waddle? Weird. I'm trying to like figure out what that would look like. I usually pay too much attention to people's walks unless they're like walking in an interesting way or they have a limp or something noticeable. Puppet-like? I have like a hard time picturing that. Like, do you shift your whole lower torso when walking? Like, just like really putting that leg forward? Strutting like a supermodel down the aisle. This whole club is your runway, run bitch. Walk that bar from Tokyo to New York. Yes, Queen, slay mama. want to see how you walk, because I have no idea what that means. Naked. Yeah, it's sort of like tilting the whole torso, but also keeping the legs straight. What is this video? Researchers develop gait test? They can tell if you got the tisms via how you... That sounds... a little weird, but okay. Huh? I guess, like, one foot's not necessarily going directly in front of the other foot. They're sort of, like, stomping left and right. Like, I'm like... Because maybe it just kind of looks like a little kid. This skeleton walking is very funny to me. Huh. Looks normal to me, but then again, most of my friends are somewhere on the spectrum. I've never been diagnosed, but I mean, sometimes the maymays are real relatable. This is a track I had open, so I'm just gonna kind of play it. Interesting. I have like at least 2 friends who kind of walk like that. And both of the ones I'm thinking of are confirmed on the spectrum. Like, it's a bit more refined because they're not like children anymore, but... There are a lot of people with autism who just have like really increased sense of smell and taste and hearing and stuff like that. Yeah. Really easier to taste things that sort of bother you, you know? I have a friend who's very autistic, and she's like, she has really weird specific problems with like the tap water in this city. Like, it's not the greatest tap water, but It's also not that bad. But she insists that she has to get completely distilled water from the store in jugs for everything. She can't even cook with the tap water. She can't even put the tap water through like a filter pitcher. She claims that it's still just wrong. I'm like, I do not know how much of that is her being extremely picky with things. Because, like, she can actually, I don't know if she can actually taste it, or she's just being, like, really weird about water. Tap water definitely tastes different. There's, like, even like the faucet you get it out of, hose water is always better than tap water. If it comes from a kitchen sink, it's disgusting. Like, I don't like most tap waters. And I'm usually okay with hose water. Sometimes it changes, though. We have, like, a filter pitcher here, and I love it. Brussels sprouts are good! Well, if you cook them right. Though they do definitely have a flavor to them, so if you don't like the flavor, then you're just not gonna like them. Yeah, over where I live, like, it's not even just the city, it's like different parts of the city, different neighborhoods have different flavors. And I usually don't like the taste. Just boiled them? Nah, bro. Okay, so what you do with Brussels sprouts, right, is you, okay, so you take each Brussels sprout, you cut off this part, and then you cut them in half. And then you put them into a big bowl, and you put olive oil, and then your spices. You want definitely at least salt, pepper, garlic powder, maybe some turmeric, maybe some, like, lemon juice or something like that. I personally like to put red pepper flakes. And then you put them on, like, a baking pan so that they are cut side down. So the rounded, the rounded part is on the top, and then, like, the little layered part is flat down on the bottom of the pan, and this keeps all the steam inside. And I can't remember exactly what temperature and how long, but then you've got to roast those suckers. And that really brings out the sort of, like, soft, buttery flavor and the texture of the leaves. Yeah, if you just boiled them, that probably really wouldn't, like... Yeah, that would probably just make them taste kind of bitter and sad. You gotta roast the Brussels sprouts. Yeah, like freaking, roast Brussels sprouts. Typos. Yeah, olive oil, black pepper, red onion. Yeah. So, yeah, you just pick one you like. And you can sort of mix up the seasonings based on what you like. Yeah, okay, 400 degrees, yeah, cut them off. 35 to 40 minutes, yeah, and you sort of, like, you, like, stab them with a fork or something, or, like, with a toothpick or whatever, and you make sure that it goes through easily, like, it's not too hard. And the leaves on the outside will get all, like, crispy and crunchy and get sort of, like, caramelized a little bit. And then the leaves on the inside will be, like soft, like an artichoke heart almost. Yeah, like, come on, man, you gotta put effort into Brussels sprouts. You can't just friggin' toss them in some boiling water and be like, yeah, that's fine. And I love vegetables. I'll eat just plain-ass boiled and steamed vegetables, like carrots and broccoli, but, like, Brussels sprouts? There's a reason you gotta roast them. Come on, man. So, I spent my whole, like, childhood being told that Brussels sprouts are just so disgusting. Because everyone hates Brussels sprouts. That's the joke about Brussels sprouts, is that no one likes them. But also, it's like no one likes broccoli and stuff like that, but I love broccoli. So when I finally tried Brussels sprouts and I prepared them by roasting them, I was like, these fuckers are good. Oh, yeah. Well, if he was like a health freak telling you, like, oh, this is the healthy way to eat it, then he probably steamed everything because it uses like less oil. Or no oil, even. So that would be like the low oil kind of method. Whereas if you're roasting, you need oil. Even if you're air frying, you might need to like lightly coat them in oil. Yeah. Steamed veggies are delicious, but sometimes it just don't work. Sometimes the steaming just kind of doesn't do anything for it. And I love steamed broccoli. Steamed broccoli and carrots. Fucking nutritious and delicious. Yeah, cauliflower. I'd really like to just eat cauliflower raw with like ranch dipping sauce. I wish I had some cauliflower. That sounds good. Freaking love carrots. Okay, so for you, no ranch. Substitute ranch with a sauce that you enjoy, and try crunching on some raw cauliflower. As long as it has been washed off and that there haven't been any goddamn recalls recently. Alright, you're in Canada, but still. I don't know if Canada gets stuff from the US. Gumbo. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the guy was definitely some kind of health freak. Jeez. I think, like, forcing your kids to eat food is, like, the worst way to continue to get them to keep eating the food. Even if you're like, it's healthy for you, this is the healthiest thing, so you have to eat it. I'm gonna freak out at you if you don't eat this. It's like, cool, you're gonna give them fucking trauma around it, make them never want to eat it again when they get older, and when they actually need, like, healthy food. Grapefruit is so freaking strong, yeah. You did the half a grapefruit thing? Oh my god. That is such a weird diet to put children on. What a freak. Yeah, it's like, it is important to make sure that your kid is getting, like, nutrients so that they don't get nutritional deficiencies, which can have really, really freaking bad health effects. Let me tell you what. As someone who is, like, double anemic at the moment, not even because I don't eat enough, but because I have other problems, it's like, you don't want to get those kind of deficiencies just because you're being picky about your food. Jeez. What a weird and bad diet to force on kids. Like, come on. know there are people who like really enjoy suffering for the sake of their health. They really get into like, oh, I never eat any kind of sugar, and I eat 3 grapefruits for breakfast, and only eggs and kale, and it's like, okay, good for you. Not everyone is into that freak. Mm. Bacon, eggs, and toast is fine, but like, were you allowed to have like, I don't know, cereal? Oatmeal? Or is that too many carbs? That's so weird that it smells like carrot. Sometimes stuff just like, I don't know, I guess like the chemicals in it trigger the same neural responses and I'll end up smelling something completely off. Oh man, there's... I only feel slightly bad about ruining my friend's experience of a soda he really likes because it's fucking funny. But there's like this new type of Sprite. It's called it's like a vanilla Sprite. It's weird. Anyway, I tried a little sip of it, and then I tried more sips, and I was trying to place the flavor. It was like a very familiar flavor I knew I'd tasted before, and I realized it tastes like the new vanilla Sprite tastes almost exactly like Carmex. You know that like that like chapstick that comes in like a little like bullet shaped tube and it's like flat at this end and then it has like a round cap and it's like Carmex. It comes in like a yellow thing and it tastes kind of weird. It tastes like Carmex. It's like Carmex soda. That's what the vanilla Sprite tastes like. And I kind of liked it. Like it was kind of gross because it tastes like fucking Carmex, but like it's kind of liked it a little bit. Reminds me of from some chapstick. Hmm. Mm. Pen battery's dying. Maybe I can... Does this guy have lines on his mask? You have like lines, right? They sort of like went up like this. I think. It has like ridges. Is that accurate at all? Coconut oil. That's so weird. Oh, right. I think he did have like creepy little nostrils. Ah, pen died. What part of the hat is not right? Well, the pen has to charge. pretty much what I got so far. Mm-mm. Yeah, my parents were always very lenient about food. Like, they didn't really put any restrictions that I can even think of. I always ate just like so much sugar and candy and junk food like all the time. Pretty much just whatever I felt like, but also like a bunch of healthy foods. We were able to have like fresh fruit and vegetables and stuff like that, so I always had stuff like that. Pomelo. Sometimes you just like to not be perceived, and that's fine. I still wear my mask most places, partially because there's still COVID's going on, partially because sometimes people wear like really strong perfume in public, and it's like hut. And sometimes places like I'll go into a store and it'll be like fall or December or something, and there'll just be like an incredibly strong cinnamon spice smell in the air. Or I'll like walk past the cleaning aisle and it'll be like, bam, cleaning chemicals right up your nostrils, and I'm like, eh. And also in the winter, I like having a mask on my face just because my nose gets so cold. My nose and chin get like really cold because they're pointy and they stick out really far. They just start freezing. Be careful with that, no. I knew a friend in middle and high school who, like, her parents were the type who didn't let their kids have sugar ever. It was like an extremely limited event if they got sugar. They rarely ever got sugar. So whenever my friend was allowed to have sugar, it had way too much of an effect on her, and she would get like extremely hyperactive. She would be going loopy. It was like they gave her crack. So she had like no tolerance to sugar. So I kind of feel like it's probably good for kids to like, you know, they can have a bit of sugar, especially since kids like sweet things, as long as they don't overindulge, as long as they brush and floss their teeth. But like if you don't give them too much sugar, like if you just restrict sugar too much, they might absolutely flip out when they get it, and it'll turn into like drugs for them. Okay, people who wear too much perfume to like their fucking school is like, can you calm down? We are in school. Some of us are trying not to get a headache. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, it's like, make sure that it's a healthy amount, but also that sugar isn't treated like some sort of magical thing, because I've known not only that one, oh my god, yeah, it was also, yeah, I had like a couple friends who had really uptight parents about that kind of thing, and they would get really weird about sugar. And then later in life, when they were adults and they were allowed to get any type of sugar, they would just like spend all their extra money on sweets and candy and junk food because they never got to have it because it was like a special thing to them. Yeah. So yeah, it's like as long as it's like healthy restrictions and not too much, like it's a good idea not to tell them about that. Otherwise it might matter. Eesh, yeah, spraying it in class is weird. Don't do that. Some kids are asthmatic. The teacher might be asthmatic. Some people get headaches from that. Yeah, it's like I know people who didn't get to have any junk food, and then they got older, they just load up on junk food, and like sometimes it would give them health problems, or sometimes they would just waste money on it. But like it became like this special forbidden thing, and once they had the freedom, they just loaded up on junk food, and it was like, okay. I'd never really had any restrictions for any of that sort of stuff. I just kind of got to choose. And also, it's not like I was able to overeat because of my GI condition, but like nothing was ever mystified or made like taboo or something food-wise. It was just like, yeah, if you want to eat it, eat it. If you're having a craving for something, it's likely that you need the vitamins and minerals or other chemicals that are in the food. So following your cravings is usually what's healthiest for you. And if you find yourself overeating a weird amount of a certain specific type of food, try to figure out why you need it. Like, are you depressed and you need more sugar or something like that, you know? Yeah. Mm. Yeah, that's good. And like there'll also be the kid's parents and other people in his life and stuff like that. So I'm sure they'll be getting a variety of influences. As long as there's never any like shame around food or anything like that. Alright, I gotta sign off and go to bed so I can hopefully fall asleep real good and then get up tomorrow and give a ride, and yeah. Well, the stress check. Ow. Ow. Okay.